So today I got the legendary 7.5 Golf R. And how do you know it's a Golf R? First of all, it's the R badging here. And since this is a 228 kilowatts car, it needs extra cooling. So extra cooling on the side vents, where usually on the Golf 8 GTI, also the Golf 7 GTI has fog lights here, but instead this one has extra cooling. You also get this nice 19-inch rims. So these rims are called Spielberg. And if you opt for these rims with the Spielberg option, you also get the silver mirror caps. So as you can see, how you know it's an R as well is you get this R badging on the brake calipers. And these brakes are actually bigger than the ones found on the Golf 7.5 GTI. And when you do continue, you also get another R badging here, and you get these aggressive lines at the side of the door. But the funny thing is that you don't get any R badging found here, which usually manufacturers put R badging around this area, or badging of any sort of car. Continue to the back, you get this R spoiler, which looks minimalistic. It doesn't scream as loud as the competition, but it does actually look nice. And at the back you get the quad 4-pipe, which is very popular in the R lineup. Funny thing is that when the R came out, like the R32, it only came with 2 pipes. It's only then VW started doing 4 pipes. I really also like the diffuser that's found on the 7.5R, especially here. It kind of looks like the TCR, how it pops out, and also the fins that you get on the stock diffuser. I don't think you need to add any diffuser when you buy this car, because the stock one already looks nice and aggressive with the gloss black. So getting to the boot is like all VWs. This is how you open the boots, and currently the owner has some few stuff in there. But the boot looks big enough for a hatchback, and you can fit some few things right here. And I'll put the liters over here on the capacity. So lifting the boot cover, you do get a biscuit spare wheel, because this car has an amp, which is dyno audio. So you can't fit a full size here because there's not enough space. As well, this is a 4-wheel drive, so the transmission and the diff has to go somewhere. So that's why you don't get a full-size spare wheel on the Golf 7.5R. So this car has 228 kilowatts and 400 Newton meters of torque. And as you can see, this R has a downpipe. So this is a catless downpipe. And one thing to note, if you were to look for an aftermarket 7.5R, is this car are famous for the water pump failure. So the owner told me to replace the whole cooling system plus the water pump cost around 18 grand. So if you are to pick up one of this car, make note of that. And knowing how VW likes cycling products around, is this motor is the exact same motor found on the same generation as when this car came out, as the Audi S3. And one thing to note on the 7.5R this generation is there were very few cost cutting. One thing has to do with this strut here. It's hydraulic powered, unlike the 8R that you still get the old traditional thing where you still have to like hang it and put it here. So there's no cost cutting on this car. So here I am sitting on the 7.5R, and I can tell why people really love this car. And I'm surprised about the build quality on this car, especially for a car that did over 100,000 kilometers. Let me just quickly show you guys. Look at that. It has done over 100,000 kilometers. So this car feels solid put together. Look how are the seats. The seats are still in good condition. The handrest is still in good condition. Like, everything just feels well put together. Especially when you go to the door. I like this carbon fiber finish in leather, as well as there's a soft touch. And usually when you do come down here, it's actually hard material, but I like this soft fabric that's done on the door. So if you put something solid here, it doesn't rattle. And this carbon fiber finish here, you do find it on the seats as well, on the seat bolsters as well. It continues. This is actually like really, really nice. You also get this R badge steering wheel, which feels good in the hands. Oh, this is really nice, guys. And as well, you get your Climatronic air condition, which it's also written 4Motion there. Let me just quickly show you. 4Motion there, since this is the 4-wheel drive. And also the infotainment system, which is, it looks good, but it's the same found on the newer models as well. But I kind of like it. It gets the job done as well. You also do get a sunroof and your VW style opening. VW doesn't usually do your electronic sunshades to open. They usually do it manually, which I honestly prefer, because you can open the sunroof. Let me show you. You can open the sunroof and you can have the visor a little bit closed, so the wind can come in but the sun can't, it can't blast on you. So that's why I prefer this style of opening instead of the electronic ones. So I'm here sitting on the 7.5R at the back, and this is my current leg room. It's a little bit tight, and the seat at the front is currently in my sitting position. So if you are an adult, the sitting position at the back is gonna be tight. And what I like is the quality still continues here. Same feeling, same touch as the front. And you also get this cup holders that you can just, bring down and rest your hand as well while you sit here at the back. Enjoy your drink, maybe your Hennessy, as a true as a true VW driver. One thing to note is at the back, you don't get any USB-Cs or anything to connect your phone to. So it's only the rear vents that you get. The only thing that you can do here at the back is close the vents and open the vents. So you can't control the climate control here at the back. So you have to ask the driver right in front to do that for you. Okay, so now we're driving the 7.5R. One thing I noticed about this car is how the suspension feels, because the suspension feels really soft. And this is actually like a really good car. And what I like about it is when you press down on the acceleration, it doesn't spin. So there's no wheel spin here because of the 4Motion drive. Okay, I'll just take corners in here. And this car has a downpipe, so the car is able to breathe better and everything, and it feels really stable. So the spot is down, man. I'm gonna do a U-turn there because we're getting out there. Driving this other C63 here. Yeah, that car is powerful. That's powerful. So we're gonna drive back and we ran out of road. But this car, guys, I get why people always saying 7.5. Because let's test the turning radius. is good, but I'm being extra vigilant, so I don't want to turn all the way. Oh, the throttle is very sharp. I'm not sure if you guys can hear the exhaust DSG farts, but oh. This car, guys. Here. So should you buy a 7.5R, and you can find them on the second-hand market, I think they range around 500 to 600,000 rand, probably 700,000 rand if you were to find one with very low mileage. I'll put the price for you guys up on the screen, but this is actually a really good car. This is a very good car. And I'll end the video. Oh, the handling is so good. Like, this car makes you so confident. But guys, I'll end the video right here, and please subscribe and thanks for watching. Yeah, that's fine.